for telling me no audio, man. I've been sitting up here running my mouth with no audio. What's good, Big Larry? Sorry about that. That started slow. What's good, 1, 2? Thank you for. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Just checking, man, before I can do this. The stuff is kind of delayed. Okay, we got 10 people watching now, so the number's going up. 9. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. God, Doug, I'm sorry about that. Had just started talking. Cool. What's going on, Jarrell? What's going on? What's going on, Curtis Anderson? Harold Trim. Good to see you as usual, Harold Trim. Man, I was sitting there talking for a minute without my microphone plugged in, man. That's terrible, man. But it is what it is, man. I guess I'll edit it. I'll edit it, the beginning of it, when we get to when it comes out, an archive or whatever. Cool. Round Finkel says you can hear me. Yeah, man. So look, basically, oh, 1, 2. I'm glad you got a chance to see that. I'm really glad. That was fun to do. That was my first interview I'd done with a boxer. But it was very helpful to have, had done interviews with fight fans, quite honestly, man. And I felt like I was weird how similar it was to talking, just to, not to just, but to people in the comment section that I've talked to and done videos with because they know so much about boxing. It was just like the same perspective, but from a guy that was in the ring. Tawan Neal, what's good? Life's good here. And what's up with the Wrench Gang? Mark Bennett, what's happening with you? Darrell Duran, yeah, you have a good channel. Keep it up. We grinding on it. We trying to do the work. I do my regular job, and then in between that, I'll make a video. When I get free time, I'll jump into we'll jump into a live stream, and it becomes addictive. But let me now, that we have some people back in it, and we're in the flow again. I'm sorry. The one thing. I want to say you're a pro. You should do more interviews. Yeah, I'll definitely try to do that. Try to add a little, I want to add more value to the channel for the people that subscribe and check it out on a regular basis. The people, Wrench Gang in this mug. But look, this is what I wanted to talk about. Oh, Curtis says, Fanon, you and 78 Sport TV shows are a breath of fresh air. Thank you. Much appreciated. They're real fun to do. I got to tell you, that interview was fun to do. But one thing that I want to talk about, I just did. Well, first of all, is this Manny Pacquiao starting training camp early, man, and it is like just listening to what Manny Pacquiao's saying, and him getting ready to have this fight with Lucas Matisse and making the plans that he's making. But then you just have Bob Arum at the same time, man, tanking it by tanking the event pretty much by saying that that Manny Pacquiao's lying and needs his, I'm paraphrasing, Manny's lying and needs his help, to coordinate the event. And I mean, come on, man. Manny Pacquiao's been a pro for a long time. I'm sure they got a whole bunch of people in the Philippines that know how to put on a boxing match. Seeing as they got such a good amount of people in there, good amount of fights that are putting on in the Philippines and in Malaysia, period. Somali, Jerk said, Fanon, the Don, you always come through with a live stream when I'm bored. Man, I'm glad to see, man. I'm glad, hey, man, shoot, that's when I do live streams, when I'm bored or trying to get out doing some housework. Crawford better take a lesson from Bob with what Bob Arum's doing, Manny. Yeah, hopefully he will. But then, even more, man, I hope that he's not doing Terrence Crawford like that. That would be the best hope for him, because, who wants to have to go, wait several years to get out of a contract? And when you think your contract's up, you got to go to litigation because they're going to make an argument that it's not because of some promise that was made outside of that piece of paper that you were seeing. It's just, hey, man, I just think it's time for Bob Arum to go. And I really do think that's one of the things about for boxers that is good about the PBC is that they have so much freedom to make the fights that they want to make, right? And because I've never seen I've never heard of a PBC fighter having a problem making a fight with somebody outside of the PBC because they have their own promotional entities. So they're not locked down like that. 1, 2, for now, Pacquiao should hook up with Mayweather and Heyman. That would be epic. Yeah, it would, man. But, I think there's still a lot of hard feelings with Mayweather. And it seems like he's trying to do his own thing. Manny's trying to do his own thing. We'll see whether he's going to be able to do his own thing or not because, like I said, he thinks that he's out of that contract. And on the paper that he's reading, it might say he's out of the contract. But, they'll just keep up, just keep him in court. But it's going to be interesting to see whether or not he can hold up a fight that's taking place in Malaysia. That's a whole different issue, man, altogether, about whether or not if he could hold up something that was happening in the United States. I don't have any doubt that they'd be able to do that. By issuing injunctions, temporary restraining orders, filing lawsuits for interference against other promoters, all kind of different things that they could do. And I'm just guessing. I haven't been involved in it. I'm just, educated guess on what they could do to a fight happening in the United States. But a fight happening in Malaysia, they may not very well pay any heed whatsoever to a contract that was agreed to upon, with somebody from the Philippines and somebody from the United States, So, just off the cuff, it seems like it'd be real hard to stop that. But hey, Bob Arum's been a long time, man. So I wouldn't doubt that he would try to, throw a wrench in the program. 1-2 said he needs to humble himself and reach out to Floyd and find out how to get away. Yeah, that couldn't hurt. Talk about what he's gone through, how that situation went for Floyd and how he managed to get out of there, Absolutely. Or Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia did the same thing, wound up being able to get out of there. So, I'm sure he could learn from a lot of people in that regard. Timothy Ayers, yo, Fanon, keep up the good work, bro. Love the show. Man, I appreciate that, Timothy Ayers. That's it's much appreciated. We got 22 people. We got people walking in the building pretty slow, but that's all right. This is the second show, and it's really about having a good real-time conversation with people. And, I'm glad that we're able to have that. But if you guys are in, hit the like button as you come in. So yeah, but now that's the advice. Yeah, advice is important to get. Absolutely. Floyd, Somali Pirate says Floyd will not let anyone shine. I don't know if I agree with that, Somali Pirate. He's letting Gervonta Davis shine. He let Canelo shine on a co-main event. I think it's just whether or not he sees it in his business interest to let somebody shine or not. Santos Torre said Mikey lost 2 years. Pac might be worried to lose that time. Well, Manny Pacquiao's acting like he's out. There is no time for Manny Pacquiao, but Manny Pacquiao goes fighting in a different country, and where they're not going to honor whatever contracts he has with Top Rank. Then he can, he might be able to pull that off. The question is whether or not that they're going to try to figure out some way to keep Golden Boy from sending Lucas Matisse over there. I want to see the fight. I just want to see Manny free, and make the most amount of money he can. But I enjoy Manny Pacquiao fights. They're great. They're a great spectacle. Glove 5150 says, I think Pac-Man owes Bob money. I think that's the angle Bob is trying to work. Well, that's not what Bob Arum said. What Bob Arum said is it has something to do with him paying taxes, owing money to the IRS, which is kind of dirty for him to let that go. If that's the truth, it's kind of underhanded for him to say that. But hopefully he can they'll be able to overcome that, man. And he'll be able to fight. Pac-Man should, as the Somali Pirate says, Pac-Man should retire before he really gets hurt. I don't want the sport to retire him. Yeah, well, he's already had that happen, man. he's already had that happen. You know what I mean? He is that's that I think that ship is sailed, you know what I mean? Oh man, I'm about to do something real quick and change this. Forgive me. I got to do a little edit because I wanted to talk about this Robert Easter thing, and I realized I didn't change the title to this. Forgive me. I'm sorry. One second. Forgive me. Yeah. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm wishing the best for him, man. But what I was saying before I got cut off. Well, actually, before I realized I didn't have a speaker in here. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, the one thing that I didn't realize, I mean, I wanted to talk about before I got the before I realized that I wasn't in there. Lions in the chat, what's good, my man? Got King Ra, Ron Finkley, Samoan, his Lions out here. Somebody, nah, Pac-Man should retire. Yeah, King J. Hey, man, I like that name, King J. Ra. Look, so here's my thing, man, that I went into for a little bit before. Um, man, Mikey Easter, Robert Easter right now, I'm thinking he's being ducked. Because when you got guys who are champions in your division who are looking to fight, who aren't fighting mandatories, but won't take a fight or won't look for a fight for a champion in the same division as them, they're ducking that fighter. That's my take on it. So I'm telling you, man, it's getting a little bit irritating to hear Mikey Garcia, much respect to Mikey Garcia, because a lot of people think, what's good, Sal Gutierrez? My man said, Fanon, yo, brother, what's good, Sal Gutierrez? Look, man, and Sal is somebody that keeps me honest about Mikey Garcia. I want to make sure that I get this right, man. If Robert Easter Jr. fought, it was announced tomorrow that Mikey Garcia was fighting Robert Easter. I would favor Mikey Garcia to win that fight. Based on what I've seen by Mikey Garcia, based on what I see out of Robert Easter Jr., I would say, yeah, man, I would favor him to win that fight. But that's a different thing between saying, I think I favor him to win the fight and this one. He won the fight. Because in order to say he won the fight, he's got to take the fight. What's good, Ty Legacy? And that's kind of where I am with it. 1-2 said, I think Mikey's going for the money right now. Yeah, he clearly is, man. He absolutely positively is going for the money. And that's no problem for him. I can respect him doing that. I mean, I respect him. I respect Robert Garcia. I respect their father very much for the work that he did with Fernando Vargas. They got a great gym. I like everything that I've seen out of the Garcias. I'm a big fan of Mikey Garcia, Robert Garcia, and that family. I think they do American boxing a lot of credit. At the same time, I think that they show an example. Definitely the way Mikey fought that last fight, that what Abel Sanchez is trying to play is Mexican style fighting isn't true. Because if you looked at what Mikey Garcia was doing, Mikey Garcia was fighting on the back foot. So he was just, he was doing everything that people say that, Mexican fighters aren't, because he's a great fighter, man. I would never deny him that. At the same time, I think that Mikey Garcia needs to settle down in a weight class and take over a weight class. I mean, it's one thing to say that he can beat Robert Easter. And like I said, there's another thing to say it's different. That's different than saying he did beat Robert Easter. Right? And see, if it was just Mikey Garcia saying it, I'd be like, yeah, all right, that's Mikey Garcia. Sal Gutierrez says, Fanon, you would favor him, but what does your heart say? My heart says I would favor him. That's it. I want to see the fight. I don't know what'll happen. I favor a lot of fighters, but that doesn't mean that I know what's going to happen. Quiet as kept. I didn't say it I didn't say it too directly, but I favored Luis Ortiz over Deontay Wilder. If you had put a GUN on me, and I told this in Ty Legacy, man, tell me if I'm telling the truth. See, because Ty Legacy and I hit up on private messages, man. And so he asked me, Ty was like, what do you think? And I was like, man, I just got a bad feeling, man, because I had so much respect for Luis Ortiz. And Luis Ortiz is the better fundamentally sound boxer, right? So my tendency is to go with the more fundamentally sound boxer, right? So I was thinking, man, dang, that's why I didn't. I was so nervous about that fight with Deontay Wilder. But what happened? Deontay Wilder puts him to sleep. You got to get in the fight. You got to see the fight. So while I say that, yeah, of course I would favor Mikey Garcia in that, because Mikey Garcia he's 37-0, something like that. He's won titles in 4. He's been a title holder in 4 different divisions. He's a very, very good fighter. Robert Easter has had difficulties with fighters that I do believe are lesser fighters than Mikey Garcia. But the fact of the matter is, Robert Easter Jr. won those fights. And Robert Easter Jr. is the 135-pound IBF world champion. And if it was just Mikey Garcia not mentioning him, I would say, okay, yeah, no big deal. Because that's Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia wants to fight. You know, he's trying to cash out. He's got a good name, you know, a big name for that weight division, one of the bigger names in that weight division, and he's trying to get paid. But what about Jorge Linares? What about Jorge Linares? Jorge Linares is looking at Lomachenko. Jorge Linares is looking at Mikey Garcia. He's not mentioning Robert Easter Jr. You got Lomachenko's looking at Robert Easter, looking at Jorge Linares, looking at Mikey Garcia. If he doesn't do that, then he's going to fight. Then he wants to fight Ray Beltran. He's not looking at Robert Easter Jr. So what I'm saying is, hey man, somebody got to mention the name of the IBF champion. That's not acceptable. You know what I mean? It's not the case. It's not the case like it is in, like, for example, with the WBO at 154 pounds, where you have Saddam Ali, who's sitting there with a belt that ain't talking, that might not want to fight the other major championships in that division. It's the other way around. It's these guys are not mentioning his name. And hey, man, unify. That's why I think unification is so important. Ian Campbell says, mind you, Robert Easter faced fighter nobody in the division. Oh, faced fighter nobody in the division wanted to. Yeah, he fought back to back awkward southpaws. Back to back awkward southpaws. Sal Gutierrez, Fernando, I think Mikey is showing his age. Uncle Bob really effed Mikey 2 years out of boxing, keeping him away from the money. Now that's less legitimate. I don't have any problems with that, man. I don't have any problems with that. And by the way, you'll know, just for the sake of conversation, and I don't know if you attended the earlier live stream we did today, but somebody asked me, he's like, you know, who's your top 3 pound for pound? And what I said was Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, and Mikey Garcia. Dude got hot that I didn't say Lomachenko. It's like, nah, man, Mikey, if Lomachenko's up number 3, Mikey's record's better than Lomachenko's. His competition level's higher, and he's done more in the sport than Lomachenko. So I got to put Mikey Garcia up there. So this is not me saying that I don't think Mikey Garcia is a legitimate fighter. But I try to do my absolute best to be, to be as consistent as I can be. I mean, this year for me, I want to see the fights. I don't want to hear people talk about fights were won before the fight ever happened. Record Seal says, for now, Mikey the Duck Garcia. I agree with you. Stop this back and forth trying to play it safe-ish. I don't see him fighting Easter. Rather a fight feather-fested, knockout twice, Jorge Linares. Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, and that's the part that I did in the video too. I mean, it's like the only undefeated fighters, the only undefeated champions at welter there's only 2 undefeated fighters at 135 pounds. I mean, not undefeated fighters, undefeated champions at 135 pounds. And that's Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter Jr. Your boy got Jorge Linares been knocked out. Lomachenko, Burchelt has lost. So that's what I'm like, man. Let's make it hot. Let's make it hot with my man. Fanon, I heard, but my opinion, Mikey not pound for pound. Maybe if he beats Easter. No, man, I think he is. I mean, I think that's a fair. I mean, why wouldn't he be? Maybe Errol Spence Jr. could go ahead of him. I mean, I could throw him up there, but I want to hold off on Errol Spence Jr. until he beats Keith Thurman. Now, I don't think Mikey Garcia is going to beat Errol Spence, not on a week of Sundays, but you know. Secondly, Mikey never called out Bud or Danny. Yeah, now that's something else too. That's really the fight for Mikey Garcia at 147 is Terrence Crawford, because they both are relatively the same size. Those are both guys moving up in weight. So if Mikey can see himself moving up and fighting at 147, that's cool. But still, handle the business. Just get out of 135, and I won't have anything to say about it. If Mikey Garcia moves to 140, because he's fought his last 2 fights at 140. I mean, right now, at this point, he's fought more fights at 140 than well, actually, it's the same amount. He's fought as many fights at 140 as he has 135. So make up your mind. Which one? Tony Styles, what a weak top three. Who did Mikey beat to merit pound for pound? I like what I see in the ring from him. That's what I like. I like what I see in the ring from him, and I like the fact that he's won belts in 4 divisions. I mean, it could be weak, but that's what I think. Who else am I going to put ahead of that? Lomachenko? I don't see why Lomachenko should deserve to be above him. I guess you could argue number 3 could be Keith Thurman, but he's acting like a bit of a bitch right now, so I'm not about to put Keith Thurman up there. Gennady Golovkin? Gennady Golovkin just came off of a draw and a controversial win, and he's never fought outside those same weight class. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not saying that I think Mikey Garcia is the best fighter in the world. I mean, ever. But what am I supposed to do? Right? I think Errol Spence has the ability to do that, but people are running from him and he can't prove it. You know what I mean? So I don't know what else to do as far as that pound for pound goes. If Usyk wins, I could see pushing Usyk up there for unifying all the belts. But what am I supposed to do? Sergey Kovalev? Sergey Kovalev just got knocked out by a guy smaller than him and beat twice by a guy smaller than him. I mean, who else? You know what I mean? Tony, and I've seen you before, so I don't take any insult from that. I mean, you've had good conversations before, so I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. It is a weak top, and I could even agree that is a weak top 3. But damn, these cats need to fight each other to sort that out. What am I supposed to do? Put Charlo up there? Charlo, people won't fight Charlo for Charlo to prove it. You're right. You got Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin, Abel Sanchez making excuses, a year ahead of time about Charlo. I would have Andre Ward, but Andre Ward's retired. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I'm not going to Monster. I mean, I'm not going to put Monster up there. Monster ain't fought. It hasn't done enough. Right? So Rongivai, I mean, he beat Chocolatito, but Chocolatito, but he didn't look like crap versus Juan Estrada. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know who else I can put above him. It's not for the sake of saying that he's better than everybody. But what do you want me to do? Put Danny Garcia up above him? Right? Danny Garcia, I guess, but Danny Garcia's got a couple gifts, and he lost the fight before last. So, I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, if I got to do it, and you got a guy that's undefeated, a guy that's won, titles in 126, 130, 135, and 140. I mean, who else has done that? I would like to take Canelo Alvarez out of there. But damn, Canelo Alvarez has a bunch of, even though he fought him when he's older, he got a bunch of Hall of Famers on his name. Several, not a bunch. I get, Shane Mosley. He beat Islandy Lara. He beat Austin Trout. He got a draw against Gennady Golovkin, pretty much moving up in weight. But damn, and he had his Combuterol thing, which should affect it. But, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, man, until these cats start fighting each other. Or you want me to put heavyweights up there? Because if I could put the heavyweights up there, then all right, I'll throw Deontay Wilder up there. But there's no need to put Deontay Wilder. Fanan, why are you so suddenly caught in this conversation? It's an interesting thing to talk about. It was a good question. He said it's a weak pound for pound, so I just roll with it. I saw Gutierrez say you the pound for pound YouTube channel. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, man, thanks for getting me right on that. But that's my take, Tony Styles. I would put Mikey there because, what am I supposed to do, man? These dudes won't fight each other. You know what I mean? They won't fight each other. Kit Kat is definitely pound for pound, in my opinion. Who's Kit Kat? Yeah, Richard Comey, many thought he won the first fight. No easy win for Robert Easter. No, that's tough. But that's a bunch of good fights, man. Somali Pirate. Canelo cheating ass fighting welterweights than fighting at 155 paid judges. This guy is El Chapo. I feel you, dog. Corey Lee Boxing says, Fanan, Robert Easter is fighting Richard Comey in July or August in talks IBF mandatory. That's something. That's something that I have not heard. I know that he said if he can't get this with Mikey Garcia, then he has no problem fighting Richard Comey. But I don't know for sure if that's the case. Angel Santos, what's good, my man? Good afternoon, good evening to you, Fanon, and everyone in the stream. Hope you're having a good Monday, man. It's been a great Monday. Talking boxing, I can't tell you, man. I've never had so much fun in my life. Roy Versailles. I could go with Roy Versailles Kit Kat. Yeah, Roy Versailles put up there, but that's reasonable. Boom, boom, boom. For nine, that works, man. My man Rec Castillo, that's the Corey Lee. For nine, you right. The problem is the top ain't fighting the top. Yeah, that's it. If these guys would fight each other, we'd have a lot of answers real quick. And you could have rematches. God dog, just make the fights happen. You get a rematch. You know what I mean? If you knew, and that's something else, man. Shout out to 78 Sports TV. One of the things that are a problem, man, is because of this whole thing about, because people aren't fighting one another, it's like it feeds itself, because then people may not want to take a loss, because they know if they get a loss that they're not going to be able to, that they won't get another fight. That'll be a reason not to take the fight, But at least with Robert Easter ain't lost, so there's no reason. Somali Pirate, we need a welterweight tournament. Man, that would be awesome. That would be an awesome situation. I would love to see a welterweight tournament. Or the second best thing, which is just a really, really good card for the PBC. They just had those dudes all fight on one night. Got dug. At least put them on one night. But there's probably not enough money on the table on an individual instance to make that happen. But, I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to this. I mean, this heavyweight deal this month has been pretty good, too, to see Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz, and now in a couple weeks, Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker. I think that's a real good. I'm really glad that that's happening as well. Though it's not a tournament, at least you get to see cats back to back, and the fights can feed off of each other. Ian Campbell, that's why we can't see fights, because casuals popularity test. Yeah. Man, they get ridiculous with it. Rec Castillo, for now, I don't think Mikey is going to get in there with Easter or our boy, the Rougarou. That's another one, Rougarou. He wants someone out of his league to beat them like Spencer Thurman, so that he can have an excuse when they knock him out. That's interesting, man. I mean, I think Mikey really is going for the money. I think Mikey really is going for the money. And to Sal's point, that sitting out that 2 years, sitting up there sucking up your life savings, that why you can't fight because you're in court battling this dude. He's got to get his money right, man. I mean, he's well along in his career, and I think he's doing what he needs. He's doing what he got to try to, he's got to do to get that money. And I don't fault him for that. I do, however, not care in that too much, because I care about I want to see the weight classes settled. Fanon, do they call fans casual in other sports? Don't remember that saying years ago. I've never heard that. I mean, casual fans really is an insult to people. I mean, I'm not going to debate with people and say that every once in a while, but see, here's my thing, with the whole casual fan thing. First of all, just because you don't know shit don't mean you casual about it. You know what I mean? If you watch boxing matches every week, if you have a YouTube page and you're making videos every day, you could be dead wrong, but there's nothing casual about it. You pay attention to boxing. There's avid fans, people that watch fights and that understand what's going on in the boxing world, who know who the champions are, who know what the weight classes are, who know the rules of boxing, all of that stuff. Those are avid fans. You can have a very knowledgeable a fan that's casual about the sport. For example, Ernie Shavers. Ernie Shavers is a former heavyweight contender. And if he's not in the Hall of Fame, I believe should be in the Hall of Fame, but yet he doesn't watch fights. And he's like, yeah, if I see it, if one of my boys want me to watch it with him, I'll watch it with him, but I don't really pay attention to it. He is a casual boxing fan. He's very casual about it. If he watches it, it's okay. If he doesn't see it, he doesn't care. I ran track for years, and I understand track and field. I understand how to jump. I understand the technique of it. I understand it, but I don't ever watch it. So I'm a casual track fan. If I see it, I see it. If I don't see it, I don't see it. I'm not a big deal. I don't care really if I miss, the long jump, the Olympic long jump champions or the U.S. track and field championships. I don't really care if I miss it. However, I used to do it. I know it, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about it relative to, to the casual to people, the layman. However, I'm casual about it. So that's where, that word, the calling someone a casual fan, that doesn't really make sense. The question is, and who cares? And who cares? If you're fans of boxing, you spend your time watching it. Hey, I appreciate you. Oh, Mario, what's good, man? What's good, Marlo Stansfield? For now, what up? What's up? Hey, what's good, Broham? What up, boxing fam? Life is good, man. Ian Campbell says basketball, football, and others have casual fans. Without a doubt, they do. But they don't get lambasted. Because honestly, man, I'll tell you who I think is a casual boxing fan. Stephen A. Smith. He is super casual about it because he doesn't take any time to learn about it. I heard, I didn't see it yet. I saw it on Blood Boxing's page, and he said that that dude was okay with Canelo Alvarez testing positive. Like, come on, man. How are you going to be okay with that in any way, shape, or form, man? It is what it is. We Degree. What's good, my man? Ty Legacy says there is nothing wrong with being a casual fan of anything. It's when one pops off at the chops, reiterating bullshit they heard the next man say that they because they're not interested enough to learn. Wow, yeah, that's about right, Ty Legacy. I don't think that you can get any more on it than that one, man. That's 100 right there. Santos Torres says, I agree. Honestly, I think Mikey should stay at junior welterweight and try to become undisputed champion like Crawford did. I think that would be great. But he's trying to get that money quick, man. I understand that. I understand the need to get money. I think we all do. But, it is what it is from a boxing standpoint. Oh, Darnell Kirkland says, Fanon, you can add Skip Bayless to the casual list. I'll just add him to the idiot list. Idiot, sycophant. Man, he just says stuff, man. He just says stuff. I mean, dude, any dude that won't, I'm not even really a football fan like that. But anybody that makes an argument that Terrell Owens shouldn't be in the NFL, the Football Hall of Fame, is an idiot. And it's just he's either an idiot or he's lying, or he's an idiot that lies. Some combination of the three. That's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. That's like people that say Barry Bonds doesn't deserve to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I mean, come on, man. He was a Hall of Famer before the Major League Baseball allowed all those people to be juiced up. They knew they were juiced up. They were just trying to make some money. Who's a troll, man? Oh, Blood Boxing in the house. What's good, Blood? So what up, bro? I'm glad you came. Oh, what's Blood? Oh, I'm sorry. You came on. Cheer me up. I had a long day, bro. Hey, man, I hope it's going well, man. There'll be another day tomorrow, my friend. And you close to vacation. I hope that didn't have anything to do with you losing your vacation. 1-2 is a lady, Blood. You said, what's up, bro? That's a lady. You got to say, what's up? What's up, young lady? Blood. Skip's a troll. Yeah. He's like a professional troll. Hey, Junior the Truth. What's up, man? How you doing, man? The greatest moderator on YouTube. Junior the Truth, man. I learned from you, man. That dude does it right over there on Smoke City Mobcast. Check it out. Blood Bison says, nope, I'll be on the beach on Wednesday. That's what's up. So yeah, let me back up a little bit here. He's a troll, blood boxing. Damn, that's deep for nine. I'll save that for another day. What's deep, Ron Finkel? I'm sorry. You know, I go to the depths on occasion, man. I do it when I don't want to. Oh, he's an advocate. I'm not sure. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's all good, man. You do good work, man. Oh, and Junior the Truth, man. You got a channel. Subscribe to Junior the Truth for sure. Get that vacation, man. I can't wait to vacation. I think I'm gonna spend like a month in Chicago. Blood Blossing, what's up with your boy Ponytail? Ponytail don't want that heat, man. That's what's up with Ponytail, man. Ponytail, did he announce man, I don't understand why Blood want to do his Florida people like that, man. That's not cool. You're supposed to be supportive of your state people, man. You're supposed to, toe the line and tell and say what it is that people want to hear. You got to be willing to say that Keith Thurman is the greatest fighter. He's the number one welterweight. Rep Florida, dog. Rep Florida. Blood ain't having it, dog. Blood ain't having it. Yeah, dog. Subscribe. Yeah, dog. Definitely check out my man Junior the Truth. Junior the Truth. Ron, let me see. I look for him. You looking for him? Blood, you got to get your loyal Florida on, dog. You got to get your loyal Florida on. Florida needs to disown that waste of a champion. Man, I think people are giving him a hard time if it wasn't for what came out of his mouth. If it wasn't crazy stuff coming out of his mouth, I'd be like, man, y'all need to give him a break. But God, dog, he opens his mouth and just makes it all easy. Hey, Prince Aheem, what's good, man? We're chilling, man. I'm chilling. My daughter's making this this Korean chicken for me tonight. Man, I cannot wait. I'm gonna be tearing it up. My daughter is 17 years old, and she's going to college. She's going to be going to college soon. So I'm like, look, you old enough to learn how to cook, and so I need you to make these dishes for me. So she's out there making a Korean barbecue, that Korean fried chicken. I'm about to tear it up, dog, with some sticky rice. That's what's up. Good to have a daughter, man. Good to have a daughter. Ronald Finkel said it's all good up in the comment section. When you're talking about something deep, it's all good. I don't know what I talked about that was deep, man. I'm telling you, I'm just running off at the lip, man. I'll let some stuff run off. I'll run off the lip and forget what I was saying. Prince Akeem, man, was good. Was good with you, friend. Hey, y'all ain't checked out the Rougarou. I keep calling him Rougarou, man. I actually think I surprised Regis Portgray by calling him Rougarou. He's like, Rougarou. He's like, yeah, Rougarou. He's funny, man. Polk County, Florida in this bia. That's what's up. The Koreans do have some nice food. Yeah, I'm about to grow up, man. As soon as she gets done with it. I think I hear my wife just came back. Dutch Predator on a different issue. O.J. Simpson being released now. If he was not guilty in criminal case, why was he sued in civil case for $35 million? Don't get that. Okay, Dutch Predator. All right, man. God, dog, you're going to make me get into that. All right, here you go. There's a difference between civil court and criminal court. Civil court means that you damage a person. It's a person-to-person thing. Criminal, it's the state versus you. So the state of California accused Orenthal James Simpson of committing a crime. The burden of proof was on the state to prove, and here's the standard, beyond a reasonable doubt that O.J. Simpson committed the crimes that they accused him of. The jury said you did not prove that beyond a reasonable doubt, right? Which means they could be 80% sure that he did it, but it's a reasonable doubt. So they have a little bit of doubt, a reasonable amount of doubt, since this dude might have planted evidence, this dude lied to us, blah blah blah, whatever. They say, nah, you didn't meet your burden of proof, right? So he gets off of that. Now, totally separate from that is a civil court. The civil court's standard is a preponderance of evidence, which means it needs to be more likely than not, right? Which means 50%. Like, you 51% sure That's could be considered the preponderance of evidence. So they're like, yeah, they didn't prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, but they made it more likely than not. So we agree with them, and then the civil court found him liable, and then they slapped that money. He claimed damages and slapped that money on it. So it's two different court systems, two different burdens of proof. One in criminal is beyond a reasonable doubt. The one in civil, which just means if I sue you, right? When it's not the government involved, it was a family of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman sued him and said, look, you caused us damage by the actions that you did. And the court says, what actions? And they said, well, he offed my son. He offed my daughter. He offed my sister. And we think that he needs to be held liable for whatever the damages are. They could be that, loss of income. But then they could also put on punitive damages, which means he did something so bad he needs to be punished for it and he needs to pay it. Right. So that's what like tort reform and all that stuff was, where, companies are trying to prevent you from suing them in civil court. So pretty much that's the gist of it. Hope that was good enough for you. Oh, Dutch Press, I really appreciate explaining this to me. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. It's just two different court systems, man. Ronald Finger said, I'm moving to Florida by the end of the summer. I'm tired of these cold ass winters in Vermont. Yeah, that north sucks, man. Keith needs Johnny Cochran to defend him. Now, Johnny Cochran, hey, rest in peace, Johnny Cochran. Johnny Cochran ain't getting him up off of that nonsense. Red Castillo, at Fanon. Hey, everyone. I'm here. Let's give our props to Fanon for getting that interview with the next junior middleweight undisputed future champ, Regis Poirier. Good job, Fanon. That was the ish. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to his wife for hooking me up with the interview, because I dang sure called that dude's. That's crazy, man. His wife got me the interview quick. That makes sense. I left messages on his site and all kind of different stuff, man, and I never got any response back from people. But hey, man, his wife got right to it, so shout out to her. I do believe she's Brazilian or something, though. Not though. Ian Campbell says, is Jacob Charlo next? Nah, they're on different networks, and Charlo's trying to get that dough over there on ESPN. I mean, on HBO. Hassan Rashid, I just wanted to say thank you for interacting with us, fans and subscribers. It's all good, man. We moving the channel in that direction. I want to do a lot more of it, so we can just roll, man. You can let me know what you think straight to not straight to my face, literally, because I ain't showing you my face. It ain't just, whatever, man. I ain't shaving just to, just make y'all happy. No disrespect, but yeah, no worries. A lot of fun, actually. And Clifton Bronson said, yeah, Fernando, was a great interview, man. I appreciate that. Palm Beach County going to snow tonight. 50 degrees. Ooh. I don't think it snows at 50 degrees. Doesn't got to be around in the 40s. But hey, who knows, man? Ronald Finkel, I am only moving there for a minute. I just want to see my son play basketball and be around them. I have 3 kids. It's crazy. You know how that should be. Yeah. Man, I feel lost without my kids, man. I understand what you're saying. I'm back up. Corey Lee Fanon, that whole football Hall of Fame Terrell Owens was horrible. Number 2 all time, and you got to wait 3 times to get in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, man. That's some nerds flexing muscle. That's some nerds flexing muscles. That's what I say. Like, come on, man. You ain't never played the sport. Ain't never been in a locker room, and then you're gonna ignore statistics. I mean, God dog. I mean, if you ignore statistics, there's one thing for saying a dude ain't got this, that you're looking at him, his numbers don't add up. But when you see his numbers add up and you don't vote for that, that's ridiculous. Come on, man. That dude, that was a lock for the Hall of Fame, man. And honestly, man, that was embarrassing. It's Terrell Owens not getting into the Hall of Fame was embarrassing for the NFL. Straight up. That's an embarrassment for the NFL. That's not an embarrassment for Terrell Owens. That's an embarrassment for the NFL. When you can have people say, like, look, come on, man, you got other people going in before me, get out of here. Brian Urlacher, I mean, I'm a Bears fan, but come on, man. Why would Brian Urlacher, I think Brian Urlacher might have retired after Terrell Owens, but why would Brian Urlacher I mean, I can't even, you don't get the point. I'm not even going there. I'm not a big football fan. Fanon, in your opinion, who will be Charlo's opponent? Which Charlo? Which Charlo? Jermel Charlo? I don't know, man. I do not know. No clue. No clue. I gotta look into that. I have no clue. I know he would love to get I know he'd love to get Kell Brook. But they ain't about to feed him Kell Brook, man. They ain't about to feed him Kell Brook, dog. But that's feed him Kell Brook too. Red Castillo, Fanon, did you see the video of boxers at Mayweather Gym making fun of Charlo saying he froze up when Jacobs was in his face? Nah, I didn't see it. I've heard that conversation going on, and I'm like, actually, he looked laid back to me, like he wasn't worried. But people got reason to clown. When you super cocky, you're gonna, you're gonna invite that type of stuff. He didn't look scared to me, but we'll see. I mean, why would you think Charlo's gonna fight Danny Jacobs, man? I mean, if the fight was made, Charlo would get in there and punch him in the mouth, man. So what was he gonna be scared of? Standing in the hallway, Kell Brook, that's Somali Pirate. Kell Brook has a he has that D wish. This man doesn't want to, he don't want to see, dog. Ashley's Corner, what's good? Are you at work, Ashley's Corner? I'm good. Are you at work, Ashley's Corner? Let me know. Are you at work? If you're not at work, I can send you a link. Because we need to get one, man. Subscribe to Ashley's Corner. Don Banks, and life's good. I hope life's good with you. Don Banks, like I said, lions keep jumping in with the deers. Yeah. Oh man, Kansas Jordan said always. Oh man, hey, get that dough. You gotta do you. Gotta do you. Let me keep on rolling with this. We got to keep the pressure. We got to keep the pressure on these people not fighting, not taking fights against people. They need to be fighting. I agree. I'll do that all day. We'll keep the pressure on them for sure. For sure. Yeah, we got 57 people in. Hit the like button if you wouldn't mind. That would be awesome. Oh, 2 to 11. I'm working Monday through Friday. Wow. Oh, 2 in the afternoon to 11. Oh, okay. Hey, well, maybe we can do one in the maybe we can do one in the morning. I'll work from home. Maybe do like a morning one, Ashley. That would be cool. If you can do it in the morning, I'm open in the morning too. Let me go back here. Fanati, okay, I did. All right, so man, this is a lot of fun, man. I love doing these live streams. They're funner than doing the videos. Ian, Ashley's Corner is the queen of new media all day, dog. Cool, Ashley. Hit me up. I think I'm on that. You're on that stream for the Mob City podcast, and we can do it in the morning. If you hit me up, we can do one tomorrow. Hit me up with your information. We can do one in the morning. We'll just try to make sure it's not when 78. I hit your email. Okay, cool. Got it. So I'll hit you back, and we can probably do one tomorrow about Adrian Bronner. That works for sure. You can definitely do that. Oh, 1-2 said for 9. I had to dip and back. That's what's up. No, we just still talking it. Nothing serious. Who is unlike? Let me see. Haters on your boy Charlo. Man, I would be interested to see who said that. I mean, that's all fun and jokes over at the Mayweather Gym. I'm not, though. I like that channel, man. I like the Mayweather Gym's channel. They bring good stuff. I like their predictions and all that stuff. My man, who Graville's coach, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, always goes for the brothers though. he ain't even shy about it. Red Castillo F9. Hey everyone in here, let's give our. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I went backwards, way backwards for that. Hit the like button. That'd be much appreciated. This is just a let's just shoot it type of live stream. Like I said, I got some Korean fried chicken coming up in a second. About to kill it. Hey Ashley, let's make it happen. And I don't know if anybody has not checked out Ashley's Corner's channel. Check out Ashley's Corner. She's very knowledgeable in that boxing world, for sure. Somali Pirate says Rod Sulka. I'm not sure where that came from. Now, do you think Okay, for now, who do you think will be Thurman's tune-up opponent? I got Jamal James, Fabian Maidana, or Josecito Lopez. Um, man, I don't know, man. I'm thinking, who was the last person that I heard for that, man? It wasn't Vargas. Vargas is hot. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of, I mean, with Keith Thurman, I'm trying to stay away from Keith Thurman. Trying to keep away from Keith Thurman until I hear him act like he wants it from Errol Spence. I just wanted to get that fight out of the way. I'm not so interested in who that is, but let's take it, let's take a quick look over here. And let me do some extrapolation upon those facts. Fight News. I think Fight News will have the ranking. So it's going to be somebody outside the top 10. I mean, outside in the top 10, outside the top 5, I would suspect, right? So, and he's the WBA and the WBC, right? So at welterweight, the WBA, yeah, I could see Josecito Lopez. Ray Robinson just got beat. Yeah, Josecito Lopez, Fabian Madonna. Yep, those look like good picks because they're in the top 10. They don't look like they're that risky. Konstantin Panamarev is the number 8, and he's not available. Brandon Rios is the WBC number 9. He's not available. He ain't getting up in there with Adrian Granados to the WBC number 10 because he might screw around and get beat by with a messed up elbow against Adrian Granados. So he's not going to do that. The top 5 are out of it. Cesar Miguel Nuova. Man, I'm terrible with those names. Yeah, those seem like they would be it, man. What about Jamal James, Josecito Lopez, Fabian Madonna? Yeah, and I would suspect more than likely that I would, just off the names, I would say probably Fabian Madonna or Josecito Lopez for various reasons. But yeah, I like that, man. I think you're right. That's a good observation. Curtis Anderson for 9. Brook and Khan really make career blunders by moving up in weight and getting knocked out. Yeah, man, you get greedy, you get sparked. And I certainly hope that Mikey Garcia probably knows that as well. I'm sure his brother does. Like, look, skills only go up so far. Your skills are only going to take, it's funny to say skills only take you so far, but in boxing, that's true. Skills only take you so far. You mean you get outside of your out of your weight comfort zone in your weight, and you start fighting, at weights that people, where your walk around weight is the same as somebody's fighting weight, you got a chance to get hurt, man. And that's what happened to Khan. That's what happened to Brook. But hey, my hat's off to him for being brave, and be willing to get in there and, try to do it. But at the same time, pop goes the weasel, pop goes the weasel, which is what I'm hoping for Mikey Garcia to understand, because that very well might be Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is not some little dude, man. Exactly, man. Santos Torres says size does matter when both fighters have skill. Absolutely. A really big, good guy will beat a really good, small guy. There's limits to it, man. There's limits to how far you can go up when you start out at 126 pounds, And I could see that. I could see that in the body of Mikey Garcia in the Lipinus fight. He looks very, very full, man. What's good, Santee Walton? The bottom line, Santee Walton. Yeah, man. That just looks real. I mean, he looked real big, man. He looked all the way filled out. You know what I mean? And that's at 140. I mean, at 147, man, I mean, he walked into the ring at 147. And I'm just wondering, Errol Spence Jr. might end all that, man. He might really end all that. Mikey Garcia, I think if anything, Danny Garcia would probably be a better look for him if he wants to go to 147. If there's any champion, but right now, I mean, after April, provided what I think is what I think is going to happen will happen with Terrence Crawford and Jeff Horn. There's no soft touches with any belts at 147. I mean, it's like I said, it is literally, it will be literally the Black Murderers Row in welterweight division between the WBC, the WBA, the WBO, and the IBF. None of those are easy walks in the park. Now, people can say what they want about Pony. I understand, the necessity to make El DeBarge jokes because dude acting like he don't want it. But for Mikey Garcia, I'm quite sure Keith Thurman would be more than happy to make that fight. More than happy to take that fight. Number one, I'm 90% there that he's going to beat Mikey Garcia. And number two, that means he ain't got to fight Errol Spence Jr. So, but be careful what you ask for when you jump up there like that. Trey X said, what's good, Trey X? Spence will stomp a mud hole in any 147 pounder. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen with Terrence. What happens with Terrence Crawford? You know what I mean? We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens if that fight can be made and what Terrence Crawford looks like against Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn is talking that ishnit, talking about he thinks he's ready to do it, and that he's not going to understand. He's not used to the size. The size he's weighing. He's he's betting on his size and his physical strength and his ability to rough Terrence Crawford up to allow him to get that, make that happen. So, I believe, he's not lost. He beat Manny Pacquiao, so I'm quite sure he's feeling confident. And we'll see what happens. Terrence Crawford, I'm sure he's feeling very confident. Most people with money in their pockets are feeling confident. But, we got to see it happen. But if Terrence Crawford gets past Jeff Horn, then I don't know what's going to happen for sure with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford can fight. And that's an interesting matchup, man, because Terrence Crawford can do so many different things. But the question is, what do you take, man? The jack of all trades or the master of one? Would you take the dude with 100 knives or the cat with one shotgun? 2 shotguns in the case of Errol Spence Jr. Oh, Don Banks say, hey, what's good, B-Slap? What's happening with you? What's good? I'm chilling over here, man. Just enjoying, talking a little boxing. Got off work, got my work done. These cats got me writing some super craziness that is going to take me like 3 days to figure out how to write, man. God dog, man. Jeff Horn is going to fight Bud like it's a street fight. Hey, man, he get that face opened up doing that. He better box. He better box. Because I'm telling you, man, that face is open to get cut up, man. That is open to get cut up. But I agree with you, Ashley's Corner. He's going to fight Bud like it's a street fight. That might be the best route for him, actually, now that you said it, Ashley. Because if he tries to box, he'll probably get cut up. He's going to get cut up regardless. B-Slap, it's 1 a.m. in my country. I'm ready to roll one up and go to sleep. Cheers, people. All due respect, sir. No worries, man. Hey, enjoy yourself, Pull one for me, homeboy. Marlo Stanisfield, no Somali, no way Crawford moving up. Oh, to what? To 154? Santos Torres, I hope the ref handles the fight right in the Horn fight. That headbutt game is serious. Oh, man, I'm quite sure that, hey, man, I know that Terrence Crawford can't rely on that. He's got to figure out how to make sure that happens, man. Weed Degree says Horn's his own worst enemy, leads with his head like Porter. Yeah, and he's got Scott. He gets cut a lot. He gets cut a lot. That's, what, 2 fights in a row in major cuts? I don't see him keeping his face open for Terrence Crawford. And also, this is going to be a guy that knows what he's looking at. Terrence Crawford knows what's happening walking in the door this time. So, Somali Pirate says it's 2:35 here. Man, you in Somalia? Are you in some? I mean, where are you, Somali Pirate? Before you crash out. Ron Finkel, Horn might get wrenched. Bob, it's Get wrench bopped leading with his head. Yeah, he's gonna get cut, man. I just think that I don't even know if that I don't even really know if that's much of a question about if he gets cut. It's when he gets cut and how bad will he get cut. Saudi Arabia. Wow, man. Cool. You live in Saudi Arabia, man. We gotta have dang, that's wild. I don't even think about that. Oh, Chris Gonzalez in Manila. You in the Philippines? What's good, Chris? What do you think about what's going on with your man Manny, dog? Why Bob Arum think he owns him like that, dude? What's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, Toronto native. That's what's up. Horn gonna get beat the F down for none. Yay. We'll see what's going on, man. That's what I think is gonna happen, but gotta see the fight. You know, you gotta see it. Gotta sit down and get the popcorn and whatever other type of libations you might have and watch the fight. Because until it happens, it ain't happened. And that's my motto on it this year for sure. Especially because you get so many arguments about why fights should not happen. And I don't want to hear them anymore. I just want to see the fights happen. Straight up. 100%. I just want to see the fight happen. Don Banks. Nab don't want him to bleed out too. Trey X, when Crawford gets away from Top Rank, I believe he'll fight the PBC fighters. I have no doubt in my mind that Terrence Crawford will fight anybody that comes around him. I've seen that dude beat up and wrestle talk show hosts, man. That dude is froggy, man. That dude likes to fight, man. He likes to fight. And he's good at it. So, hey, he's got a passion for it. He knows what he's doing. I don't see any reason why Terrence Crawford should be afraid of anybody or not willing to get in there. You know, the question is whether or not, but he does say, you know, it's not up to him who he fights. He fights the people that are put in front of him. So, you know, that's his take on it. I got to respect his take on it, man. You know what I mean? He's come a long way in life, man. So I'm not, you know, monetarily, he's come a long way in life. As far as in the profession of boxing, he's got to the pinnacle of it. So, you know, I got to respect that young man for knowing what he's talking about and knowing what he wants to do. I would just love for him not to be with Bob Arum just because of what I've seen happen with Bob Arum. But, you know, like I said, man, maybe he knows better than me. You know, maybe, I mean, I'm sure he knows the situation. Hopefully he's got good people around him and he's got a good deal, you know. Marlo Sansfield, Crawford is the truth. Real talk. I'm saying it now because that's how you handle biz, run your division, and move up. Agreed. Rec Castillo, Fanon, you know me. I do, sir. I take the underdogs all the time. I'm rooting for the Hornets to shock the world, like I took Ortiz and Lipinets, so I'm far and 0-2. Hey, man, brother, you a problem. Somebody ain't got a problem being wrong, man. But rooting for the underdog. I mean, an underdog fight is cool. I was watching Lipinets, and you know, I can't say I was rooting for Lipinets, but I was looking at it and trying to give it a favorable call. You know, I think Lipinets gave an exciting performance, man. I think he gave an exciting performance. He did the best he could do. He did better than I thought he would do. You know, he's a really good athlete, but you know, he's just outclassed. It was just a different class of fighter. And he was smaller than Mikey Garcia. And he was smaller. I wouldn't be surprised if that dude couldn't fight 135. Lipinets need to move down to 135. Because I mean, if he can make 135, he might be more effective at 135. Because he did not look very strong at 140. I mean, his jab, he was hitting Mikey Garcia with the jab. He hit him with check left hooks and nothing happened. You know, I mean, it didn't even look too much like Garcia's head moved. Some sweat flew off, which, man, Regis Porgray in that interview did point out. He was like, ringside, you can really see the effects of it. And he said that Sergey Lipinets hit Mikey with some stuff. So, you know, that was a good fight, man. That was a very, very entertaining fight. Darnell Kirkland said, Horn better not try to box Crawford. He'll get that postal treatment. His best chance is to try to fight like Sean Porter and make it dirty. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to. I mean, I don't think that's going to get passed on. God, what is that dude's name? I can't remember the name of the trainer for Horn. That's a shame. But yeah, I agree, man. He's got to do something. That's what Ashley's Corner was saying. He's going to try to just make it a street fight. Tris Gonzalez, is Arum blowing smoke, or does he really still have his hooks in the Pac-Man? Um, Here's the thing. I don't know. I have no doubt that if Manny Pacquiao, because I had seen something where Bob Arum said that he had Manny Pacquiao under contract until the end of 2017, which was passed. I saw some other things where I saw contracts that went an extension went from 2014 to 2016. So it's a little fuzzy. However, regardless of what, if Manny Pacquiao thinks he's out and he's done, if he's fighting in Malaysia, then I mean, I don't even know what Bob Arum can do to enforce a contract that's signed in the United States on an event taking place in Malaysia. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not a conflicts of law expert. I definitely don't know Malaysian law, right, or how they would handle that there. But that seems like it's not like, this is the contract signed in New York, the fights in New York. Both parties are, live in New York, and New York is the one that gets to decide and interpret. You're talking about a foreign country, a one foreign to the residents of Manny Pacquiao and foreign to the state of incorporation for Bob Arum and Top Rank. So that's just real messy, man. But I think what he might try to do is just try to maybe sue Golden Boy and say Golden Boy is interfering with his, with his contract with the fighter, and try to tie up Golden Boy. If he wanted to do it, I mean, that's like I'm saying, this is just me not knowing anything about it, the details of it, thinking that might be how he could try to hold him up. Because Golden Boy's been kind of silent on it. You know what I mean? And honestly, I wouldn't doubt if Golden Boy Promotions double crossed Manny Pacquiao too, because Manny Pacquiao's dealing with two snakes, right? He's trying to partner with Golden Boy Promotion to fight Lucas Matisse, right? But Golden Boy's some snakes, right? So what would prevent Golden Boy from just using him as bait to get what they want, which is a fight with Jorge Linares and Lomachenko on the date that they want? So, I mean, he's just with the fight with Lucas Matisse, I see him being vulnerable to the fact that he's in between two snakes. You know what I mean? He's dealing with two snakes, and that's not a safe position to be in. But, I don't doubt that the contract's up and that Bob Arum would just lie about it, because Bob Arum ain't got any problems lying. You know what I mean? So I hope that explains it. Pacquiao trying to find the lesser evil. Yeah, the lesser evil would be PBC. That would be the lesser evil. There's a welterweight over there, but the problem is with the PBC is there ain't no soft touches in the PBC. Ain't no soft touches at 147. And he wants that imitation belt, right? Like, that's a funny thing too. Well, they would be fighting for that WBA regular title. That's not a real title. I mean, the WBA Super is the title. Manny Pacquiao wouldn't be winning a title, a real title, but he could get the regular title off Lucas Matisse. You know what I mean? So, that's my take on that. I mean, but like I said, man, you're dealing with snakes. Man, you never know what's going to happen when you're dealing with snakes. And he's been dealing with snakes for a long time. And honestly, they were snakes when they took him from Murat Muhammad. Don Banks, we're going to handle but we're going to handle Horn. Okay. Pack with the PBC would be the best option. I mean, yeah, man, but here's the thing, man. If there's any truth to what Bob Arum said about the tax situation, then if Manny Pacquiao really does owe a lot of money in taxes, he might get his earnings garnered. He might get his money garnered, right, and taken before he actually gets it. You know what I mean? So that could be why he doesn't want to fight in the U.S. He wants to fight overseas where they can't get their hands on his money. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, and he's living in the Philippines, he might not ever want to walk into the United States again and get out of paying a whole lot of money, because they might not have the ability to get his money where his money is. That's my take on it. There's just so many different variables to it that, you just really don't know. Don Banks says Spence versus Crawford. I'll take Errol Spence Jr. in that fight from what I can see this moment. You know what I mean? I would take him as far as what I take Spence from what I can see and what I know of right this second. But at the same time, you know, after I think I'll know better after the Horn fight. We'll see what he looks like. You know what I mean? Is he gonna look is he looking strong? Is can he is he gonna be able to take Horn's punch? If he has any problem with Horn's punch, then it's gonna be real tough on him with Errol Spence Jr., But shame of the matter is I don't know, I don't know if it's gonna matter because you gotta have these guys actually willing to be able to fight, not be able to fight. And I know Bob Arum's talked about what do you call talent swaps and all that stuff, but I've really yet to see it. He seems like he's trying to go about this Lomachenko versus Jorge Linares fight in a bit of an underhanded fashion by going to the Japanese promoter for Jorge Linares instead of going straight to or dealing with the U.S. promoter Golden Boy. So it's just a lot of intrigue, man. There's a lot of intrigue going on with this right now in that regard, But Maurice McElroy said Crawford. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that think that too. Buddy McGirt said Crawford because he said that he didn't see anybody in 147 beating Crawford because Crawford has those skills, And Crawford is a very skilled fighter. So, but this is his third weight class. Even though I think he might have been a little, too big, a really big 135. And he was a decent size 140. And we'll see what's happening, man. We'll see for sure. Maurice McElroy said Crawford could capitalize off his lack of head movement. Yeah, he could. And on the other side of it, Errol Spence could capitalize on the fact that Crawford likes to engage. You know what I mean? It could happen. We got to see it in the ring. You know what I mean? We got to see it in the ring for sure. Runtime. Man, Ronald Finkel, I thought you said runtime. Thought you said runtime Thurman. That's what I say. Crawford can run 147. Yeah, he can. He got to prove it to me though. Got to see it. Got to see it in the ring. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. So it is what it is, though, man. But at the end of the day, I want to see the fights happen, I want to see the fights happen. Marlo Stansfield, what's happening? Oh, I think I said what's up to you earlier. Treyx says, hopefully Arum will get away from his business model and do what's best for boxing. I can't see it, though. Well, I don't think the issue is whether Bob Arum's going to do that or not. It's whether or not Todd DeBuff is going to do it. Because really, there's only about another 2 years. I mean, they ain't going to do it about 2 more years of Bob Arum. That's about a wrap. Because at 90 years old, I mean, he's got to retire. I mean, he's already talking without top teeth. I'm watching him in an interview with, I think it was with Radio Raheem, or it might have been, I think it was seconds out, and dude don't even have his top teeth in, man. He looks dazed, So, I mean, you get to be that age, you get to 90 years old, man. You never, it's a wrap on working full time. You know what I mean? So. The question is going to be for me is, hey, what's good? Hey, Bo One, what's happening, my man? Hope life's well with you. That's my thing. Is it what's Todd DeBuff going to do when Todd DeBuff did the booth when he takes over? Is he going to be more open? Is he going to change how this whole in-house fighting thing? How much control does he really have with Bob Arum? Because Bob Arum doesn't seem like he's the type of cat to give up, control too easy. Coach Gillespie says, for now, my fighter, Eduardo Sanchez, his pro debut is next Saturday. Shout out from California. Shout out to Eduardo Sanchez in that pro debut. Get him, knock him out, do your thing, make it happen, Coach Gillespie. That's what's up. Don Banks, but Spence is the same kind of monster. Don't bet money. Yeah, I agree. Rot gut snakes die hard. Yeah. No doubt, man. No doubt. But he ain't got a 90. Nah, man. 90. Nah, you're slowing up, man. I hope he lives to 110. I don't wish any foul. I don't wish anything foul on him. I just want to see the fights. H-Town for now. Some of these boxers sell wolf ticket just to get shine. Yeah, without a doubt they do. Absolutely. Hey, no worries, Coach Gillespie, man. Go get him. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Uh Marlo Stanisfield says Crawford will have trouble, but I say Bud will win. Cool. Ashley's Corner. Oh my God, you made me scream out laughing when you said he don't have his top teeth. He doesn't. That lip is flapping. That top lip is flapping, dog. He didn't have them dentures in that day. And I was like, damn. Come on, man. Slap him in. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't feel like putting him in. Rec Castillo, Fanon, undisputed future champs, in my opinion. Rougarou, 140. The Truth, 147. Iron Man, 154. And Jamal, the Lion Charlo, 160. Who's Iron Man? Is that Jermel? Don Banks. I can only hope for that fight. Compare Spence Crawford to May Pack. Oh, I think that's there, except for they're closer to their prime, hopefully. Oh, man. Harold Jim said, Fanon, is the chicken done? I need Chef Alley Cat review. Oh, you know Alley Cat? I said Alley Cat before. Oh, wow. Y'all know I call my daughter Alley Cat. Ah. Oh, man, I should tell you a story, man. You know my daughter's a tennis player, right? Man, she beat the piss out this dude the other day. Man, they tried to set her up against this college player. And she went like, Daddy, that was boring. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, God, dog, I could just win a point whenever I wanted to. That shit was boring. Oh, man. But yeah, Chef Alley Cat, it should be coming pretty soon. But I'm chilling, man. I'm having a good time. If you guys excuse me for 1 second to get a little sip of water. Excuse me. Thank you. Forgive me. A future Serena Williams? Nah, man. She wants to be a playwright. She wants to be a playwright, man. And plus, she's got called Serena so many times, man. She wants to fight when she hears it. But we big Serena fans for sure. Serena Williams, by the way, is the greatest athlete in the world. I just want to put that down. Serena Williams. IBF ordered Easter versus Comey. Oh, did they? Oh, so they argued. They ordered it already. Okay. All right. Well, good. I heard that a couple times, man. So respect to that. But yeah, if you say, oh damn, yeah, man, ain't no doubt. That's another thing I say about Floyd. Like Floyd, you might be the greatest athlete in the world over the last decade has been Serena Williams, and I don't think there's anybody even close. That chick is so damn dominant at a sport and an individual sport that everybody has to play each other. There's no one close to her, man. She's a beast of an entirely. She's a beast. I'm telling you, man, I ain't the biggest fan of her as like a person because she's kind of funny business. But as an athlete, nobody's had a better career. No active athlete has had a better career than her or as good a career as her, including LeBron James, including Steph Curry, including Floyd Mayweather. Nobody. And if money was fair, if she was a man, nope, not Usain Bolt either. Nope. Usain, great, not Serena. Dude, Serena is on some crazy shit with her, what she did. I'm telling you. Corey Lee Boxing, Fanon, Canelo beats Charlo. No, I don't think so. But Usain Bolt is, man, Usain Bolt is serious, though. Yeah, for sure. But not with Serena. I mean, Serena is won like the equivalent of 23. Damn. What is she? 23 majors? She had 23, 24 majors, something like that. And I mean, she might have like 100 fucking titles. She got like two Olympic gold medals. I mean, seriously and for real, there's no comparison to anybody in sports right now to Serena Williams. She's one of the greatest athletes ever. If she was a man, there would be no doubt in the world that she would be getting her respect as the greatest athlete alive. No doubt about it. Because as great as Roger Federer is, Roger Federer is the greatest most successful male tennis player ever. and his career pales in comparison to Serena Williams. Bo one, thank you for shout out for the super chat, man. Crawford is probably a little more fundamentally skilled than boxer than Spence, but Spence is a naturally bigger man who has a better chin. Hey, man, yeah, hey, I can't wait to see it. You know what I mean, Bo? I can't wait to see it. I want to see it. We have all these great champions, and we got to wonder whether or not we're going to be able to get to see it. That's the only part that sucks about boxing. You have all these great champions in the same weight division, and you don't know if you're ever going to get a chance to see it. In the NBA, there's no doubt that you're going to get to see the two teams play. In the NFL, you're going to be, for the most part, I don't remember that, you're going to be able to get to see the best teams play. They mean it might be a little bit different there, but at least you know for sure the best people in their division that they're going to play, or best people in their conference they're going to play. The worst ones they're going to play. And if they lose, they can still win a championship. In Chicago, it's ridiculous. Oh, and Serena's reign is nowhere near over. It's creeping up on over, dude. I mean, hey, father time, mother time, waits for no one. But hey, she has that weapon, man. That serve and that intelligence. And man, dog, I'm just telling you, man. I'm happy that my man Tiger's coming back, though. I know not a lot of people aren't Tiger fans, but he got that second place this weekend. I was excited about that. Hey, but thanks for the super chat. Much love in the super chat. Thank you, sir. Sean the Icon, Fanon, the best aren't fighting the best, and it sucks. Exactly, man. It's like, that's the thing about boxing, man. If there's so many good fights, there's so many good fights that could be made that the fans don't want to have made. I mean, the fans of the fighters don't want to see. I mean, how can that be? I mean, I think Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua. But, I mean, it's just what I think. I want to see the fight. You know, I'll be nervous. Admittedly, I'll be nervous as soon as it gets signed. You know what I mean? As soon as it gets signed, I'll be like, damn, can he really beat Anthony Joshua? Ooh-wee, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, and, I get my butterflies or what have you. But at the end of the day, if they fight, you get to see it. And you get to have that good evening. You get to see that exciting fight take place. I mean, even though I knew what was probably pretty much knew was going to happen with Guillermo Rigondeaux and Vasily Lomachenko. Still, you got to partake in the evening. You got to see it. You get to see what happened. And it was a shame that it ended the way that it ended. But still, I mean, the fight happened. And we don't have to wonder anymore, You don't have to say, oh, this guy would beat this guy. Oh, that guy would beat that guy, But in boxing, most times that doesn't happen. Flame on 24 was good, my man. Says a lot of boxers have O's and are scared to let it go. Yeah, man, pretty much. Oh, for now, you still going on? Yeah, man, I run my mouth. How long are we in this? I forget. It's been an hour. Yeah, I mean, I go. I ain't got shit else to do. Like I said, I want to move this channel to a lot of live streams, have good conversations. And I think we're having them, man. I keep seeing the same people. Good, reliable people. We got Ronald Finkel, Rec Castillo. Rec, where's your ring? Where's your wrench, Rec? Rec, where's your wrench, man? I thought you had a wrench. I like to see blue, homie. Oh, no. I think I just blocked Rec Castillo. Shit. Sorry, Rec. I got to unblock you, homie. I meant to give you a wrench, and I bounced you. There you go. Sorry, Rec. Sorry, Rec. Much appreciated, man. For now, no, I don't. How do you get a wrench? Oh, let me tell you. Let me show you how to. Let me give you a lesson in getting a wrench. You have a wrench. There you go. That's how you get that wrench, dog. What's good, Blood Boxing? What's happening, man? Damn, oh, Don Banks, a lot of police. Oh, yeah, dog. We got Popo all around this joint. Because they ain't trying to hear all that nonsense, man. There's other channels, man, that people can go to troll. This is trolls are endangered species they're an endangered species over here, man. Denar Reese say wrench gang. Exactly, man. Record Steel, do I have one? Yeah, you're blue. Yeah, look at your you gotta look at the comments you just made. Oh, no worries, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Rec, for constantly showing up to the channel being positive, man. That's much appreciated, man. If I can give you that blue, I give you that blue. Shout out to Bo One in the super chat, man. I hope, yeah, I did. I think I did say thank you, but I'll say thank you twice. Flame on 24, wrench game. Oh man, yeah, we bop fools around here, man. Right on the house. Oh man, yeah, blood, where you? Blood, are you at home? Blood, are you at home? You know you rejected my invitation like 2 times, blood. Just just saying, dog. Just saying. Just saying, blood. Don't think I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I got rejected twice, dog, but it's all right, dog. I ain't gonna be too offended. Superstar blood. Bo One, I love this sport, man. I do too, man. Boxing's a great sport, man. It's a great sport. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Nothing like a good fight, man. And the whole atmosphere around the fight, the lead up to the fight, all the different dynamics associated with it, man, it's great, man. And it actually, and the weight kind of makes it good sometimes too. But I just wish these cats would fight. I want unification over pound for pound. Unification over pound for pound. Oh, I have some time to join you over Pina Colada this week on the beach. I'll have my laptop. That's what's up, man. Blood, hey, dog. You do me dirty, man. Come on, man. I need blood flipping on somebody, man. Actually, man, if blood comes in, we gotta have a troll free. We gotta have a troll. I gotta invite the trolls if blood boxing comes, because I want to hear him snap off, dog. I'll delete the video right afterwards. Fanon, what do you think about Badu Jack? Hold on, there was another Fanon. Let me get back to this. Let me make sure that I get it right. Raw Record still says, you're welcome, brother. Thank you for the best boxing channel out there, Fanon. You should make more hats that say Fanon Boxing. That'll be cool. Hey, man, you ain't got to wear my name on your head, my man. We just rolling. We just having a good time. I'll leave all that marketing stuff for other cats, man. Dante's Boxing Nation, Ego, Boxing Ego. Hey, if you want to buy a hat, buy LDBC hat, man. Buy LDBC hat and support them brothers, man. You cats help me out a lot watching the videos, tuning in. Hey, if you want to help me, let the ads play when you watch the videos. Let the ads play, man. Let the ads play, because that's how the revenue comes in. Cat support on Super Chat. I'm straight, man. Support the smaller channels, man. Because my channel, man, I've been blessed because I got shots out from cats early on, and man, the growth on the channel has been really, really solid. Really solid, dog. I've been real shocked with the growth of the channel lately. And it comes to you cats, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you. I'll be a detective, bro. Don Banks. Okay, I'm sorry. Fanon, if every sporting body used the same double standards and blatant disrespect towards fan, Justin Gatlin, Sharapova would be okay, I guess. Oh, yeah. They would. But don't lunch. They do. Come on, man. They could have tested these cats a lot harder than they can, especially in tennis. They can get the fuck out. Those cats man, they been juicing. Sharapova, man, anybody that can run for 2.5 hours, hit full speed, screaming to their top of their lungs with all that damn aggression, dog. I knew when she was doing that shit, she was juicing. There's just so much money. My daughter plays with girls that are juicing. They're 16 years old, they're juicing. It's like, man, how the hell are you built like that? Come on, man. You got reputation. They got wealthy people will put their kids on any fucking thing. Some wealthy people will put their kids on anything. Fanon, I could get one made. My cousin makes them. He makes shirts and hats. I'm going to make one and wear it and keep people wondering what it is. That's what, respect, man. Respect. Yeah, absolutely, man. The kids are juicing. I ran high school track, kids was juicing. It might have been speed, whatever, what have you, man. People don't like to lose, man. People don't like to lose, and they'll do what they need to do in order to win, man. And it's a shame, but it's the truth. They know what's going on in tennis. It's disgusting what's going on in tennis. Those cats are juicing. People thinking that Nadal ain't, man, please, Nadal's juiced. You can't be, man, people get injured. You need to take a break. That's a year-long sport. And they never get out of here, man. For now, when I get it made, somehow I'll show you a pic. Hey, man, that's cool, man. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, though, they got the LDBC, the Lions Den boxing community got a website. My man, Black Fight Fan TV got the shirts, you know. But I appreciate you, man, no doubt. For now, nothing like two fighters in the ring. Nope, nothing like it. Nothing like it. And the thing is, too, ain't nothing like a heavyweight fight. Nothing like a heavyweight fight. Them big boys coming in, it's just some craziness coming with every punch. You know for sure. Like I can watch some flyweights fight, and I know ain't nobody getting knocked out. You know what I mean? Oh, it said Popo all around feels like home. Yeah, dog. We got the whoop, whoop, whoop. We about to get you. Throw you about this joint. But nah, nothing like, yep, exactly. Nothing like two fighters entering the ring. No doubt about it, man. So I love boxing, man. Oh, blood boxing. How can I ask people to wear a blood boxing hat when I don't myself? How can yeah, man. It's like I'm kind of with you, blood. Like, I'm not hey man, I don't need I support the channel, man. Support these cats that really are about boxing. Put some pressure on these dudes to make fights happen, you know, and it's all love, man. I'm in the Fanon boxing community. That's what's up, man. It's a good one, man. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying the conversations taking place, man. We got a good conversations going on. We got a lot of, we got the neighborhood watch. Damn, see, that's the one I would come up, man. We got the neighborhood watch. Them blue wrenches, just think of it as the neighborhood watch. And that's a little too soft. A little bit too soft, dog. Bop them upside the head, dog, with that damn. Junior the Truth, appreciate the love, fam. Pam, pound LDBC. Absolutely, man. Support the LDBC, man. Them cats sell it. They had their t-shirts and they got a whole group of cats, man. Rolling. And get the smaller channels, man. Subscribe to them, man. Let these cats get their stuff monetized. Definitely boxing channels under 100. You see a boxing channel is decent quality, got less than 1,000 subscribers, subscribe to them. Subscribe to them. Check out their channels when you can check out their channels, because that's one measurement that'll help them, get to the point where they can maintain their costs associated with producing their videos because of what's necessary. But I'm not saying do it for people you don't believe, you don't enjoy their content. You know what I mean? Oh, Harold Trim says, Fanon, if you wear a LDBC shirt, that dude come looking for you, dog. Look, let me tell you something, man. That dude, if you are a black man with any bass in your voice, man, if you can talk like this, right? Like that dude's probably listening now. If you can let that rumble, dude, that dude's panties get wet. He's a bitch. 100%. That's a gay dude right there, dog. I mean, I'm sorry. No offense to the people that might be, do what they do. But that's why he does that, man. That dude's got a fixation with black men. Who else is going to live with their dog, man? Looking dirty, waking up with their teeth not brushed, making stupid arguments. I mean, he just wants somebody to love him, and he wants the attention. Sorry, can't do it. Oh, Bud Box said, Fanon, you out for everybody's successful. That's cool, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man. I am, man. I mean, hey, everybody does. Man, it's a community, man. Yeah, no, and exactly, Sal. Boop. There you go, dog. I ain't gonna say it now, but it ain't. Cats get booted for any kind of talk like that, dude. You know what I mean? But hey, man, do you, dog? You know what I mean? Do you? I'm sure cats are there to do what they do. Do what you do. But at the same time, man, it's just hey, man, that ain't me. That ain't your boy. Sean the Icon, Fanon, roll back, man. I'm sorry. Let me back up. So you got something up there? Sean the Icon. Usyk got me thinking now because he don't seem to stop punching. Oh man, you doubting? Come on, Usyk, come on. Of course, dude. Of course. Man, my only question is, my question with that type of thing is more if I wonder, is he not? You know what I mean? Like, it's more likely, like, I have to wonder if he's not. Like, damn, I wonder if that's natural. I wonder if it's not natural. Because get the fuck out of here, dog. People get tired and he don't get tired. That's my take on it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of money on it, man. And they don't think that there's any issue with that ever, man. Man, shout out Junior the Truth, man, in the super chat. Thank you, sir. He said, what's understood needs no explanation. Pretty much, dog. Just come on, man, with that. Man, shout out though, Junior the Truth. Appreciate that. And subscribe to Junior the Truth. Check out the LDBC Mobcast coming up on Wednesday from 8 o'clock East, 8 o'clock Central to 9 at 8. It starts at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Check them out, man. Real good conversations and a bunch of dudes that really know boxing, who really know boxing. And while we on it, because definitely Junior the Truth has definitely contributed enough to make sure you get you a good LDBC commercial out this bitch. Those cats know boxing. So when you hear people like will say, oh, the LDBC, and I don't do pound LDBC. I don't. I got an LDBC series where I've helped, where I put people on the channel from the LDBC. Because where else are you going to find that many people who love boxing, who are honest enough to tell you what they really think about boxing, who aren't worried about what people think about them because of the language that they use or the fighters that they like or the opinions that they give. It is. Oh, he says, I include Fanon as an LDBC member. Hey, man, I'm me. And that ain't no disrespect. But on the real, I don't have to. I mean, it is what it is, man. I appreciate what you say. I'll take that. Marlo, I'll take that as a compliment. That's a compliment. However, on the point to the cats that actually do carry that banner, who actually do carry that pound on their deal to 78 Sports TV, Black Fight Fan TV, Coach Sheldon Harris, Coach Santy Walton, which is now, forgive me, man, it's God, dog, you changed it from Santy Walton to a name I can't remember off the top of my head. Matter of fact, I was like, I haven't seen a Santy Walton video in a while, but he changed his name to like Down Deep SW, Junior the Truth, Trap House Boxing, Trap House Boxing. You got Black Horse Promotions. You have, I mean, it's like 50 dudes, man. I've never talked to DCB, but he's in there too. Definitely Ticket TV. I mean, come on, man. Where else are you going to find 50, 60 guys who are dedicated? The Bottom Line. Shout out to the Bottom Line. Thank you. Where are you going to find that many cats that love boxing? Right? Even D-Style Boxing. Now, I would love if they had some Spanish-speaking LDBC, right? Where they do, I don't know what would be the Lions Den boxing community in the Spanish version of that, in the Mexican version, the Spanish-speaking version of that, where you could have that same thing, but of honest speaking fight fans. Maybe they have it, but I don't speak Spanish. If they did have it and I could find it, I would do it. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, it is what it is, man. I got so much appreciation from them dudes, man. They kept me interested in boxing and gave me a reprieve from the nonsense, man. Because I'm sitting there in East Side Boxing, listening to Mike Montero. I'm telling you, man, this is a true story about these cats. Latino Dens boxing community. Exactly, dog. That's exactly what would be great. Latino Den boxing community. Partner up with the LDBC and get it going. And you could also have cats over Dr. Blick. Dr. Blick and the truth from the UK. I mean, if you have just communities of people that, kind of feed upon one another, you know what I mean? They go to each other's channels, support each other's channels, support their content, lead, help each other, along the way, man. That's how you grow the boxing community. You know what I mean? And you overcome the media. Because at the end of the day, that's what needs to happen. On YouTube, you got to overcome the media. You got to overcome this marketing, basically these marketing departments that call themselves media. Because they're not media, they're a marketing department. Oh, Denard Reed say you like the lawyer of the LDBC. Them brothers don't need me. The lawyer, don't go to jail if you need me, dog. I do business law. You know what I'm saying? Bottom Line Southwest. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Santy Walton, not Southwest. Bottom Line, Santy Walton. Santy Walton. See, like Santy Walton and I don't want to, who's diametrically opposed personality to me? Like the opposite personality. Damn, I can't even think, because blood boxing in me, the way we speak might be different, but the thought is like, I feel like that's my little brother. And as old as as old as blood boxing is, it'll tell you, dude, still to me sounds like my little brother. Somebody that I think is just really, really passionate and really believes what he's talking about, understands what he talks about, and is willing, more than willing to say what he's got to do, say what he's got to say, to get his point across. But anyway, man, I can't really even think of anybody that really I'm not very similar to. I don't appreciate their stuff in the LDBC. You know what I mean? Those cats just, I agree with them, man. But here's the thing: when you listen to, Chris Gonzalez Fanan, you're the antithesis to Boxing Ego. Yeah, that's definitely some bizarro world with me and Boxing Ego, honestly. And the funny thing is, if you actually saw me, and you're not going to see me because I ain't doing it. I mean, there's a resemblance there, other than I don't have an underbite. Without the underbite, it's like he and I look similar. And I appreciate where he's coming from, because the dude is a hardworking guy, man. That's what I like about Boxing Ego. The fact that he's kind of, he wants to do that, overt marketing stuff. I mean, I don't really go with that, but I see what he's trying to do and I can respect his game. What up, Blood Big? Yeah, Blood's the man, though, dude. Seriously. But that's what I was going. I was like, man, these dudes saved me. Because I was like, God, dog, man, I got so sick of listening to these cats tell me shit that I know ain't right. Then I listened to these cats. I was like, damn, actually, the first dude I caught was Carcino. I think Carcino might have been the first one I listened to. Then after that, it was Blood Boxing, because they had a beef. And I was like, damn, this dude just killed this dude. So I started listening to Blood Boxing. And from Blood Boxing, I went to 78 Sports TV. From 78 Sports TV, I kind of bumped into Dwyer, because I got a lot in common with Dwyer. And then because he's a lawyer, went to a better law school, though. Shout out to Dwyer Boxing, dog. It's got Doug, man. That dude had to get some good ass grades to get into Stanford Law. But that dude, anyway, it is what it is, man. I'm sorry, I went off on that for a little while. No, you like that, Fanan. You explain the legal side of boxing. Fanan's knowledge is unparalleled, period. Hey, I appreciate that, man. It's different. It's not unparalleled. It's just a different angle on the real. Because what's true in life is this: he who does not know one thing knows something else. If you take, for example, Coach Sheldon Harris and I have been on this earth roughly the same time. I still think I might be a little older than Coach Sheldon Harris, but every day he's been doing something, I've been doing something. And his experiences led him to understanding certain things. My experiences led me somewhere else, right? But at the same time, we're all processing information 24 hours a day for however many days you've been on the earth. And it is what it is. But the problem is when you associate, somebody being better or worse than somebody because of what they know. I just so happen to have been in school a very long time. So I understand what the people who try to fool you, right? The cats that try to fool you. I've been in school with the cats that try to fool you. I've been trained to fool you. I know how to sucker you. I know how to fool you. And on a lot of different issues, from the way that you present arguments to the way that people try to hide behind numbers, the way that people try to hide behind the business. That just so happens to be how I feed myself. However, the raw knowledge in boxing and what boxers should do, those cats in the LDVC have more than that. I can't talk about fuck the 1980s. I had my head deep in books for fucking 1980s and 1990s. I lifted my head up and saw boxing. So, it just is, like I said, man, if you do not know one thing, you know another. And somebody's full of shit when they start trying to act better than you because they know something that you don't know. You know what I mean? I was in school with a guy. He was in medical school when I'm in law school. And he treats medical shit like I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I mean? To him, I'll call him and be like, man, this feels this way, this feels that way. And he'll just be like, oh, man, this is the worry. This is what you do. This is how you take care of it, blah, blah, blah. But that's because he's a medical doctor. He's a radiologist, and that's what he does all day. If you talk to me about business, shit, I deal with business. I deal with transactions every day. You know what I mean? I deal with negotiations every day. So it feeds into that side of boxing. But the knowledge isn't unparalleled. The knowledge is it's just varied. It's different. So where you have that little worm out there in Taiwan that wants to look down on people because, you know, he sniffles. I watch his shit every once in a while, and he'll be like, here they go again with their ignorance, not knowing that, you know, they don't know shit. And I'll be like, dude, come on, man. You're the one that don't know shit. Stop faking. You're a fucking second grade teacher. What are you talking about, dude? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're not very well educated. And you know what they say about teachers? He who cannot do teaches. You know what I mean? He who cannot do teaches. You're a fucking teacher. Shut up. You know what I mean? You ain't no PhD. You're not a fucking master's. You ain't got a master's degree. You graduated from undergrad in fucking education, and you're teaching somebody some shit you half know. And trying to look down your nose at fucking people. Get the fuck out of here, man. And trying to appeal. That motherfucker got more, and I'll do this. Hey, dog. Blood boxing. Did you know that worm dude got more videos than he has subscribers? I just saw that shit. That dude literally has more videos than he has subscribers. How do you have to try to be bad to do that shit? How is that possible? To have 1,500 subscribers and 1,800 videos. You getting less than one video. You could, I mean, damn, you could luck up with a fucking video and get fucking 100 subscribers. That just tells you that shit is terrible, man. And I'm not big on subscribers because there's cats that have less subscribers than me that I'll tell you are better than me. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, man, I would subscribe to this cat because this dude is damn good, dog. Jordan True said, damn, stall him out for 9. All right. For 9, you going in today. Ooh, shitty. Your cereal, dog. Dog, you know who it is. But, dude, that shit was funny, man, because I was like, man, should I say something about that? I don't like to mention his name because really one of the best decisions I ever made was never responding to him because he made videos about me all the time, dog. But I went and looked at his channel. And I looked at his fucking subs. I was like, man, because I remember what it was like to get 1,000 subs, man. Let me tell you, if you guys are content producers, there's nothing more fun than getting 1,000 subs. Seriously. I was like, damn, I got 1,000 subscribers. That's great. And that's little compared to like, I mean, seriously, I'm not trying to be braggadocious at all. If you work hard enough, dog, you just put videos out, you can get 5,000 subs just working. I mean, you ain't got to be the best motherfucker on the planet. You just got to put out videos, dude, and act like you fucking know something. You can get 5,000 subs. That's nothing big, dog. It's nothing big. For real, it's nothing big. Blood Boxing has a channel. Blood Boxing has a channel that he didn't even use in 2 fucking years. Then he had 5,000 subscribers on it. This dude has 1,800 videos and 1,300 subscribers. You have to try to do that shit. I don't think I could do it. I would have to get on the microphone and cuss motherfuckers out and say, don't subscribe, don't subscribe, don't subscribe. Fuck you, don't subscribe. I'd have to do that shit for 1,800 videos not to get any damn subscribers. Because somebody is going to subscribe for the fuck of it. So 1,800 motherfuckers would accidentally hit the subscribe button. He sucks, dog. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry, dog. Whew, that was fun. I think my wife is outside the door trying to tell me to shut up. Blood Boxing, he's a liar. He lied on a vid about me saying I supported something I didn't. Oh, dude, come on, man. That dude he'll put your name out there and he'll talk about 10 other people. For now, dude from earlier was even worse about Lomachenko. Nah. That dude he was pretty bad, though. He just wasn't very smart. Like, that's just a terrible argument, man. Learn how to, God dog, man. Learn how to make a good argument. I mean, you can be wrong, but you can be skillfully wrong. You know what I mean? You can be skillfully wrong. You still got to at least, just, apply the fundamentals of it and you can do a better job. You know, if you make an argument and you know the fundamentals of argument, or I think they call it dialectics, but I know, matter of fact, I know it's called dialectics. You just apply the fucking basic principles of logic to it. You can make a stupid conclusion sound decent because you at least, make a reasonable argument about it. But if you can't do that, dude, you just a rookie and you're terrible at it. But I don't want to hate too much on this, man. Dinar said, Fanon, roll, bro. I'm sorry. That was fun, dog. That dude is terrible, man. He's terrible, man. And the funny thing is he's listening. That's why I'm laughing at him, because he's listening. I know he is. He's been blocked under like 10 different names. Anyway, man, when I get 1,000 subs, I'm going to start acting funny as hell, bro. Hey, exactly. Hey, sub to Junior the Truth, man. Hey, how many? We got 67 people in the house. We got Junior the Truth, man. Junior the Truth is a moderator for the Smoke City Mobcast. Does a very, very good job, man. Very good knowledge about boxing. If you guys have not subscribed to him, subscribe to him. Give his channel a chance. Check out his videos when they come up, man. And and if you got a chance to do it, you can open up another window. Subscribe to his channel and let me know that you did that, man. That would be great. This is his face listening to. Yeah, he's here. He is, dog. He is, dog. He is, man. Oh, dog, that's so funny, man. That's so funny to me. Cause, man, this dude, I wouldn't do it. Nah, honestly, man, he just, come on, man. Dude is terrible, man. Dude's terrible. All right, man. Mario Stansfield said, blood hit me with some points. In fact, in 78 was asking all mine. It was the dopest. I'm not sure. That must not be for me. Oh, Golden Glove said, for not roasting this dude. Oh, this man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. That deserved that. That's what he likes, though. That's what he likes, man. That's what you call a cuck. He likes it. Man, D-Style Boxing called that dude a cuck. Oh, he's a cuckold, dog. He likes that, dog. Hey, man. Fanon, I didn't know you went to Dillard University in the 7th Ward in New Orleans. Yeah, man, absolutely, man. DU, baby. I'm a Blue Devil, man. I went to Dillard, hung out at Xavier. I went to Dillard and spent like 2 minutes a day on the campus, dog, and lived on Xavier's campus, dog. Anyway, dog, for real though, dog. Oh, exactly, Junior Truth. He likes that, dog. He's a sub. He's a bottom, dog. That's what he is, though, dude. It's hilarious, man, because that's what he is, dude. Just come out the closet, homie. Just come out, man. There's a whole bunch of dudes that'll love you, man. But I don't. I got a wife, man. I got a wife. I don't want you. These brothers don't want you. Oh, my God. Sorry, man. But that's for real. That's exactly how I feel about him. The joking part of it, that's fun and games, man. But real, that's dude. Smith, people just want some good boxing conversation and analysis. The LDBC is winning because they reach the fans personally with the live chats. The boxing fans just want their opinion to be heard all day, every day, man. No doubt about it, man. Yeah, exactly, dude. Dang, flame on. Hey, man, thank you for the super chat, man. Much appreciation, my man. Much appreciation. Let me know, man, if you want me to answer any particular question, man. I'll be more than happy to. Flame on 24. Thank you, sir. Man, I'm sorry that I got sidetracked onto that, man, but it's just, it's funny. Is that Fleece Johnson? I'm not sure what that is. Dinar Reed, damn, Xavier 2. It's in Carrollton, in Girktown. Yeah, that's where the woman had, man. Oh, you kidding me? That's why I said, dog, I went from class at Dillard, took my ass over to Xavier, dog, every day. Cats, and I was a fraternity, man. I was a pole marker to Noops at the time in another school. So even the cats on campus couldn't say shit to me because I was rolling like 20 deep. Dog, we used to roll on that mug about 20 deep, dog. All kind of blood red, dog. Like it was like loving it, man. I used to live over on I met my wife, man. That was before I met my wife, obviously. But we used to live off of Carrollton and it's not Euclid, Spruce. That's Spruce Street. I used to live off Carrollton and Spruce. I think that might have changed into St. Charles. So maybe it's when it changed in St. Charles. But like St. Charles and Spruce. Like a couple blocks off that, right by like a not too far, if you're familiar with New Orleans, from where that God, I can't remember what name with the breakfast restaurants are over there, man. But yeah, man, we used to roll over there, dog. For non-boxing question, what's your favorite movie of all time? Godfather 1 and 2. Can't separate them. Godfather 1, Godfather 2, man. Watch them 100 times. And honestly, dude, now that you mention it, I might watch them again, man. I love the Godfather's movie. But shout out in that super chat, man. That's big. That's big going, dog. Denard Reed says they have some beautiful women. Oh, absolutely. And here's the thing. Oh, absolutely, man. My wife, Big Larry, my wife is an AKA. Absolutely. All day, dog. Made a career of it. But yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's exactly how I rolled. And here's the thing. For the men that don't know that there are really good black women out there, go find one. AKAs are cool. Go find one with a Delta. Go find an AKA. Those are legitimate professional women who are about their business, that like to raise families. You know, people can say what they want about Greeks and not being African and, you know, all that stuff. But you want to find some really good, solid, legitimate black women who know their business, who are on their business and can help you be a better man. You know, go find you an AKA, go find you a Delta, go find a Zeta, you know, go find, what is the other? Zeta, Phi Beta, Sigma, Gamma Rho, all those girls, man. Those girls are college educated. They want families. They take care of their business. They're not out in the street acting fools 9 times out of 10 or 99 out of 100 times. And hey, man, there's somebody you can make your life with. So yeah, man, I definitely suggest to you cats, go make that happen, dog. Junior the Truth says Alpha Phi Alpha. Hey, man, much respect, dog. Oh yeah, exactly. Now that's the sweethearts. Hey, dog, blood, don't do that. Blood, don't do that, dog. Don't do that. But you know how that rolls. Junior Truth, I love swords, but there's something about them reds. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you talking about the deltas? Hey, deltas, you can't play with deltas. You cheat on a delta, dog, at any point in time in your life, you're gonna get busted. They stay tight. But yeah, man, I'm just talking about cats always ask me like how you find a good, well, whatever, man. Go to college, find one of them. Go to the medical school, go to parties for the medical school, go to parties for the law school. Find them because they're serious, man. Yeah, exactly. My ex was an AKA and her mama was a Delta. Yeah, you said my ex though. But it is what it is, man. I'm not saying it's going to work for sure, but you know, they're legitimate people. Curtis Anderson, my wife is a nurse. You want a good woman, go to Black Nurses Convention. That too, because they're about that business. They're not playing. For now, why did you decide to join a fraternity? See, man, this is interesting, man, because that's an answer that we ask people that want to pledge. And so I'll tell you the truth. I wanted women. I wanted to be the man on campus. No question about it. The noops were like, they were running the campus. So I figured, hey, man, if I like women, I want to be the man. Those dudes got it on lock. I'm gonna hang out with them. You know what I mean? So I hung out with them. And then, but you know, it wasn't easy to get with them. But you know, hey, man, once I did, that's why I wanted to. Why I stay and why I appreciated was the brotherhood that I got. It was like I got 11, excuse me, it was 7 on my line. So 6, like, it's like I got 6 new brothers. Now, I don't mess with the fraternity really outside of the cats in college, because once you get into graduate and all that, you know, it gets to be a bunch of political cats, and I don't know them dudes. But, you know, for the time that I was in college, in undergrad, and when I was in law school, those cats are my brothers. They're my brothers to this day. And I love them, man. Rest in peace to my line brother, who's no longer here with me. But that's why I decided to do it. Just be honest, like anybody else decides to do it. You see a bunch of dudes who are, you know, who are having big parties, a bunch of girls around them, you know, you 19 years old, you know, you go to college and you see those dudes, you know, talking to the girls you want to talk to, and you're like, you know, throwing parties, you know, doing stepping shows, whatever, and you want to be a part of it. And I didn't understand what it was about at that stage, but that's why I wanted to do it at that age. Later on, I really did realize it is about camaraderie and brotherhood, and that's why, honestly, man. So I really do like the LDBC, even though it's not, there's definitely major differences between the two, but still, it is the same thing. It's a fraternity of brothers, and they treat it like a fraternity because that's what a fraternity is. It's a brotherhood where you have people who have common beliefs, common goals, and they rely upon each other. They support one another. That's what a brotherhood is. That's what fraternity means. So when I looked at the LDBC and I see how they operate, I can't join another fraternity because I'm a noob, and that's just that's how my mind is set. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to become a Mason. I'm not going to become something else. But when I see these cats doing what they're doing and the way they're going about it, I see, man, that's a bond. You know what I mean? Like we used to say, the bond, right? Like I talked to boy, like, are you a part of the, I'm in the bond. Do you know this dude? Who's the founder? Whatever. You got your deal, and and you can tell a cat that's really, who's got red on, has got the stuff on, and if he's real or not, or if he's not. And I was one of these cats that would, if you're not real, you're gonna have a lot of problems. That's New Orleans. That's how it was. If you're not real, we didn't really care whether you had the letters on, but if you ain't real, you're gonna have a lot of problems. And see, that's what I saw. Just to let you know, that's why I'm so keen on supporting the LDBC, because I see these brothers pretty much having a fraternity, a brotherhood of people who support one another, who get together, who are achieving a lot, right? Because at the end of the day, the brotherhood should be about achievement. You know what I mean? You just don't have a brotherhood and a friendship for no reason. You have a brotherhood, you have a bond, you have a link with one another in order to accomplish a goal. And so when I see Black Fight Fan TV talk about it, I listen to 78 Sports TV, I see Blood Boxing talk about it. And even when you talk to them, because I've been fortunate enough to talk to these cats on the phone outside of it. And you can see that they'll sit there and just talk about boxing when there ain't no money online to talk about it. You got Blood Boxing who doesn't even know how to do a super chat. You know what I mean? No disrespect to him, saying he didn't even think about it. He's like, I want to talk about boxing. I love the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? So the same reason why I would decide to join a fraternity is the same reason why I would support cats in the LDBC. You know what I mean? It just so happens that I'm real with my shit, like really real with my fraternity. So much so that I don't go to national conventions. I don't pay these cats money because I don't know them. I know the brothers that I pledged with. I know the cat that died, rest in peace, a few years ago. And, that's my brother forever. And I see that same thing in the LDBC. And that's why I also see how cats hate on them. Because when you have that type of bond, you have that type of camaraderie, you have that type of brotherhood, you're going to have other people who are just out there by themselves who are going to be envious of what they see. Because, just like happiness attracts people, happiness will repel people that won't when they cannot get that happiness, where they can't get that brotherhood. So that's why I joined. That's the join I got to get women. That's the short of it, to get women. And it worked very well. But why I stayed and why I appreciated it was a brotherhood. It was the bond that I still have this day to cats. Anyway, so that's me, man. Scholar Boxing, fine. You always dropping knowledge. Thanks, King. Hey, man, no worries, man. I'll tell you how I feel, man. And thanks for that super chat, my man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm sorry I went kind of deep into that. Big Larry, my college ex tried to kick it to me the other day, tricked me and left some sucker in a British night suit 30 years ago. Yeah, fuck out of here. Tried to kick it to me the other day. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Hey, man, you must be doing things, Big Larry, for them to come back like that and not forget you. You know how it rolls. Blood Boxing. Nevertheless, I nevertheless hated on the fraternity brothers. I love the step shows. That's cool. Hey, step shows are fun, man. But you can hate on. I mean, that's cool. I don't know where you went to school, so that depends on where you went to school. If you went to Morehouse, which I know you didn't, good reason to hate. Them dudes are some jackasses. It just kind of depends on where you're from, man. But yeah, cats hated on us, man, a lot. And it's reasonable, dude. I got my wifey calling me. So dang, I gotta hold on, man. I'm gonna answer with my wife. Hello. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about the wife said what's up. Damn. Oh shit. All right, man. I gotta go, y'all. Thank you so much, man. I really do. Hey, Be More TV. What's good, man? I'm about to get out of here. For now, I enjoy many Mardi Gras down there. Yeah, that was what's up. But look, the wifey needs to give me let me get a key for her, so I'm gonna do that with her. Man, shout out to the super chats. Thank you guys so much, man, for supporting the cause. And real talk, man. If you guys haven't subscribe. Hit the subscription button and the bell icon. So we can do it later. Oh, what's up, class of '90? What? University of Maryland? Oh man, too far. Hey man, hey, peace out. Denard, hey, get up, man. It's all love. All right, thank y'all. We're about to get it. I'm out. Peace.